Hello, welcome to part 2 of the Samurai Champloo anime review.
Oh yeah, I probably should have mentioned this during the last part, but I'm only going to cover the episodes that are my personal favorites and I feel are really relevant to the plot. Baseball Blues is by far the funniest episode of Samurai Champloo. Basically, the episode starts with Mugen, Jin, and Fu at this restaurant, and Fu is asking Mugen, how is he going to pay? This is a lot of food and we're kind of broke. How are you going to pay for all this? And he's like, oh no, don't worry, I got it. Then he eats, and then once he's finished eating, once they're all done eating, he just dips. Unfortunately, they catch him, and people at the restaurant say they'll pay their tab off by either working for them for a month or by playing baseball. They naturally choose the baseball route. So Americans get involved, and the Americans, wow, Japan, is this really how y'all see us? I mean, you're not really too far off. I mean, a lot of us are fat asses, but I mean, like, still, it's just funny seeing them, and especially seeing how many of the American players just flat out just sit on the characters. I mean, I don't even think that's allowed in real life baseball. I don't think. There's a lot of ways that America and Japan are different, but there's also a lot of ways we're similar, and one of those things is we both love hip-hop music, Michael Jackson, and we both love baseball. Nearly every cool anime has to have some sort of baseball episode, right? It wouldn't be a true awesome anime without a baseball episode, right? Cosmic Collisions is a episode that I feel is definitely filler. Even though I said earlier in the last video that Samurai Champloo can be technically watched in whatever order you want for the most part, I definitely know that Cosmic Collisions, this episode right here, is definitely a filler because think Samurai meets Walking Dead. That's the best way I can describe it. There's zombies in this episode and then it ends like this.
That's all!
Everyone died. The end.
Yeah, there's no way this is canon.
One of the episodes that I also like quite a bit is episode 13 and 14. These episodes in particular talk about Mugen's past and basically where he grew up, and it's a really beautiful episode. The ending kind of confused me a little bit, and thank God for Reddit, because if it wasn't for Reddit, I probably wouldn't have been clear on it. And, like, there's this girl named Koza, and she's basically a childhood friend of Mugen's, and they both grew up on the same island and were raised basically in a den of thieves. Basically, they were basically raised around thievery and criminals, and that's all they really knew. And the thing I really love the most about this episode is just the aesthetics. Like, so I would definitely do agree that this is one of the prettier episodes. That yellow filter that basically just cloaks the screen when Mugen is about to jump off the cliff looks absolutely beautiful, and the music that plays during the time when Mugen is drowning, and that whole entire segment is just beyond beautiful. It's kind of like the segment Up with Carl and Ellie. It's like, it explains a lot without any words, except in this case, even more symbolic because it leaves a lot up to interpretation, in my opinion. Really beautiful episodes. Really, really beautiful episodes. War of the Words. One of the best episodes in the series. I love War of the Words, dude. First off, it gets revealed that Mugen can't even read. He's illiterate. But despite that, freaking drunk guy, like, just makes Mugen chug sake that's so big that I'm surprised he didn't die of alcohol poisoning. There's the episode Illyrigy of Entrapment, which is a two-parter episode that talks about this blind woman named Sarah who is supposedly a Shimasen player, but in reality they find out later that she's actually an undercover assassin who is so powerful and strong that it's actually the first opponent Mugen and Jin face that they actually have a challenge with. It hurts both of them pretty brutally. These episodes both have some of the best fights in the series, in my opinion. The rain, and also with the fishermen telling Jin about how you need to go with the flow with water, and how Jin then passes that message on to Mugen. And that's actually one of the ways that Mugen almost stands a chance with her, but unfortunately Sarah ends up letting herself get killed because she realizes that her son, the one reason why she was even an assassin in the first place, had been dead for years. I don't know how she forgot that. Maybe that was just a memory thing, but yeah, once she realized that, she was like, oh yeah, my son's been dead this whole time, lol, and then she's left looting. Yeah, but despite that though, I still love that episode quite a bit, and also it's the other episode where Fu talks about how she actually doesn't want their journey to end because she likes it so much. Which brings me to my next point.
The Sunflower Samurai. Serious spoiler alert. If you haven't watched this, skip to this point in the video. It's her dad. I'm serious. Like, the Sunflower Samurai is just her dad. And when they find her, when they find him, he's pretty much already dead. Like, he is on his last legs. Like, he is barely alive. If you were hoping for some like big climactic thing or reveal, nah. Sunflower Samurai is an old guy who is on death's door. That's the ending. And that's one of the things I like about the series the most too. And Fu even mentions this, you know, in her diary. But like, I love how Samurai Champloo is the perfect example of how the experience is the journey, not the destination. Because the destination in this case is her dad, who dies. Like, that's the destination. So if they were just focused on getting there and it didn't enjoy the journey, it would have almost been worthless, which is probably why they're able to go their separate ways so easy, because they enjoyed the journey and they enjoyed getting to know each other and all that stuff. But overall though, Samurai Champloo is just very amazing though. It's like Afro Samurai except with a much better story and better characters in my opinion. And I will say this, it would be cool to see Jean and Afro fight each other. That should be a death battle actually. I'm gonna give this a good, I'd say 3. I'll give this a 3 on the what scale. Let me know what you guys think about this series, and peace and blessings. Bye. Thank you for watching this 2-parter.